I am just sitting here trying to figure out why I make my life so hard. So last week, I shot an entire thing on milk clarified cocktails, basically for Patreon. So if you guys want to become a member there, you definitely should, because I'm doing these master classes, which are like these epic kind of 20-minute videos that are all just like doing a real deep dive. I don't know if some of you guys are gonna find it kind of boring, but I go through like exactly how to do it, because you know what? Milk clarification is kind of not that straightforward when you don't know how to do it. And there's a lot of little techniques and nuances, so I highly recommend that you go check it out if you guys wanna get as nerdy about cocktails as I do. That being said, recently we posted a video on the Cacao Old Fashioned, which kind of took on a life of its own. And on that video, my friend Kate Gerwin commented, people were saying that the Cacao Old Fashioned is going to be like the drink of 2026. When I posted it, that's not what my intention was. I was just posting the cocktail, but a lot of people picked it up. And then Kate was like, I think that the cocktail of 2026 should be the Grasshopper, and I challenge you to make one. I'm not sure if she actually said I challenge you, but the implication was I challenge you to make one. And so I decided to make one.
Well, we make one a few times.
Yeah, we have made them a few times, but never like my version of it. And then I decided, you know, that I wanted to get all drink masters about it. Maybe it's because Kate's was the runner-up on drink masters or something, but I just decided to get all drink masters about it. And again, we're making a clarified cocktail, and we're also making methylcellulose foam. And we got to cut because hey, we're on our way out. Today's Educated Barfly video is sponsored by The Educated Barfly. I don't know if you guys know this, some of you do, some of you don't, but we've got lots of really good products in our store, and we are constantly adding to those products. One of our very new additions, freeze-dried garnishes. So whereas a dehydrated garnish gives you sort of like a more tea-like caramelized scent, the freeze-dried version of that is a little bit brighter, and then all the sugars when you freeze dry it come to the surface, and so you get a very bright, fresh orange flavor. These guys have been a real big hit since we put them in the store. We get lots of orders for them. We also have a little bit of glassware. We have our now kind of iconic Nick and Nora style glass that we did in the regular and honeycomb pattern. This is a 6-ounce glass, kind of Nick and Nora style. And we have a brand new, more coupe style glass. It's 7 ounces. We also have the honeycomb pattern in this as well. So if you're a fan of the channel and you want to help us out, this is a very good way to help the channel and then also get something out of it. A lot of this is the glassware that you see in our videos, and so you'll be able to recreate the same cocktails that we make in the studio at home with the best possible recipes, the best possible instructions, and now the best possible glassware and garnishes. In any case, I promise you this will be the last milk punch for a little while. Okay? Okay, capiche, capoche. I don't know, I was actually a little nervous about doing this cocktail because it's a cocktail in like 10 different parts. It's not just a milk punch. We're also gonna make a mint foam with methylcellulose and xanthan gum. So when you're making a mint foam with actual mint, you need to blanch the mint, because if you do not blanch the mint, it will oxidize when you blend it and it will turn brown. We don't want that. We don't want brown mint, we want green mint. So we're just gonna turn some heat on here, let that boil. I'm gonna go get the little skimmer thing that I forgot in the kitchen. Water's boiling, blanch this mint. So I blanch them with like stem. I like do the whole sprig. I do like stems and all, because I don't think the stems really carry that much flavor. So you just put this all in there. You wanna do like 15 to 20 seconds. Marius is gonna put it on the clock. I'm gonna make sure to submerge that. Just get it nice, bright green. There we go. And out. It's just that simple. Just that simple. Now we take a blender here, 400 mils of water into the blender, all of the mint. Give it a blend. Now we're going to strain out our mint.
It looks fake.
It looks fake, yeah, because it's so bright green. Mm-hmm. That's why you blanch it. So here you go, you've got your 400 mils of mint water. Now, that's what we do. You gotta do the hot cold method, okay? What that means is methylcellulose, if you put it into cold water, it will clump up. Marius and I found this out the hard way. So I'm gonna take 200 mils, I'm gonna put it in this pan. The other 200 mils are gonna go into this blender, okay? Take our scale here, there we go. We need to do 0.8 grams. So you need to have a, I don't know, I call it a drug scale. because it measures less than a gram. So we need 0.8 grams of, oh, that was way too much.
Call it a pharmaceutical scale.
There you go. What he said. 0.8 grams of xanthan gum goes in here. Doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm just gonna blend it up. There we go. Xanthan gum is fully incorporated. And then we're gonna do 12 grams Methylcellulose F50, which is the methylcellulose. Hopefully we have 12 grams. Oh, it's almost all of it. Turn on our heat. We're gonna heat it on very low. So we're just gonna put on our Methylcell here, and then we're gonna whisk it. We're just gonna make sure it fully incorporates and doesn't clump. Just wanna make sure it all melts. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the hot into the cold. Give it a little stir. All right, now we have to find the issy. So now we're gonna add in our mint concoction. We're gonna play up the mint here with a little Creme de Menthe, because you can't have a grasshopper without Creme de Menthe. So we're gonna do 1 ounce of the Creme de Menthe. We're gonna do a little scant ½ ounce of simple syrup. And just to give it a little tartness, we're just gonna do scant ½ ounce lime juice. All right, Marius. If this doesn't work, cocktail's toast. All right, here we go. We get our cream charger here. And we're gonna do it twice. Okay, still a little warm on the outside. We're gonna put this in the refrigerator and make our milk punch. For the next phase, we are gonna need Mint Oreos and some milk. We're gonna do 1 cup of milk, kind of a large canister for 1 cup. I wrote in the recipe like 1 sleeve of Oreos, but it's only a cup of milk. So I'm only gonna do like a few Oreos. Like, how many do you think we need for a cup of milk? Do like 4, 5, 6.
They are very minty, so probably you don't need that many.
I'll do 7. 7 Oreos. We'll see how much we have volume-wise. Like, I want to chop them up good, but like not too good, because I want to be able to get it out. There we go. We chopped up our Oreos here. And we're just gonna dump that in the milk. Give us a quick stir. We're just gonna let that infuse. Mint Oreos aren't bad. All right, while that is infusing, well, we gotta rinse this. For the milk punch, 1 cup of lemon, ½ a cup of simple syrup, but you can do like a scant ½ cup. It can be even a 1/4 of a cup if you want it to be a little less sweet. I'm gonna do 1/4 Cointreau, 1/4 Creme de Cacao, Cacao. 1½ cups of gin. All right, we're just gonna filter our chocolat milk, squeezing as much Oreo goodness as we can out. Ah,
Oh, not in
wow,
both
went
ends.
right out the top, man.
Squeeze that too much.
Yeah, apparently. I thought I had it all down in the bottom, but I guess I didn't. Why does it keep doing that? Stop it.
And now it's some of it hit the thing, so now
I
you
know,
gotta mix.
I know. That's okay though. If anything, it'll give the milk punch a little bit more to filter through. Because you know, the thing about milk punch that you really like, what a lot of people get wrong, is they want it to filter it fast. The reason why the first bits are cloudy is because it's not filtering through anything. What you want to do is have all the curds create like a raft in the bottom of the filter, and then have the liquid filter through that raft, and that's what makes it clear. I'm gonna add the milk. Well, actually, could probably actually just, we don't actually need a big ass container. I think I could actually just do it right up in here.
Yeah.
Because we're just pouring the cocktail into the milk. You want to make sure you do that. And yes, if you pour the milk into the cocktail, it will clarify, but it will not clarify as well. So here we're gonna do is just gonna pour our cocktail straight up into the milk like so. I don't know if you can see, but it has like starting to break. And then what we want to do is we want to let it sit for about, I mean, honestly, you could let it sit for about a ½ an hour and it will start to get the separation. Probably an hour, a little bit less than an hour is going to be the sweet spot. We'll start to see it break on the bottom here. So we're just going to leave that like that. It looks like the cocktail has sufficiently broken the milk and it's nice and curdy. You got some kind of big curds in there, which is exactly what we're looking for. So now we're just gonna take our trusty filter here. And we're just gonna slowly pour it in. If it comes out a little cloudy in the beginning, that's fine. As it filters, it will slow to a drip and it will be clear. And then what we'll do is we'll switch the containers and we'll add the cloudiness back in and get the more clear result. You just gotta let the curds settle in the bottom and create a raft for the cocktail to filter through. Okay, so I just changed it. It's starting to run more clear, so then we just take this cloudy bit and we just slowly add it back in. And now it's running a lot more clear. As the curds settle, it'll slow to a drip, and then it just takes time. All right, here we go. We have our clarified cocktail here. It's not completely done, but I'm just gonna put this to its side real quick. And then we're gonna switch containers. Let's give it a little taste to make sure that it's nice and balanced and everything. Ooh, yeah, that's good. Oh my God, the cookies come through so much. It's nice because it's kind of chocolatey and it has the Oreo cookie. You get a little tiny bit of the mint, although I gotta say that the Oreo cookie icing didn't dissolve into the milk as much as I wanted to, and I wonder if I had let it go a little longer, probably would have. We're gonna be adding in our dilution because we wanna make sure that we have a nicely diluted cocktail. This is 20% by volume is basically what you'd get if you shake a cocktail. So this is 600 mils. We're adding in 120 mils of water. Just give that a little stir. And we're just gonna put this in the fridge to chill. If we can find a space in the fridge for it to chill. I guess we're gonna have to evict this guy's gotta go to the other fridge. You wanna see what the foam looks like? Here we go. Oh yeah, there you go. Nice, stable foam. Let's give it a taste. Ooh, minty, really minty. Lightly green. If I do this again, or when I do this again, I'm gonna tint this green with a little food coloring though and make it like really green.
Green.
And I really wanna put it in this glass, but this glass is spotty. So let's give it a polish. Try and get some of those spots off. Why is it so hard to get water spots off unless you wet the glass? Okay, well, I mean, to go wash the glass. You do like 2.5 ounces. And then we're gonna take our foam. And there we have, I mean, I wanted to call it a milk and cookie, like a grasshopper, like milk and cookies is what I really wanted to call this cocktail, but it's a grasshopper variation. It's actually a white lady mixed with a grasshopper. It's actually greener than it was to begin with. It just definitely has a nice green hue, but it kind of also matches the cocktail, which is kind of nice. All right, let's give it a go. Let's see how the foam tastes with the cocktail all in one. Oh my God, that's amazingly good. That is so good. It's like bright and citrusy, the little chocolatey, you get a little bit of the cookies, and then it has this minty like pop right in the finish. Ooh, super nice. I feel like I have a methylcellulose mustache. There it is, the After Eight. I gotta say, I think that this is my most proud moment. Like, I actually finally have a copy of the book that I wrote. It took me a year and a half to write this book. I'm very proud of it. So I would just implore everyone to go buy a book. The more books you buy, the better it is for me, and then I can make another book for you guys. I'm already thinking about new books, but I'm just super proud of this, and I just hope that you guys really enjoy it. So go out. There is a Genius link below this video and buy this book. I think you guys will really like it, and I worked really hard on it, and I love you guys, and you love me, and I love you, and you love me. It's a love fest over here, so pick up my book.